strategist and a data specialist. I also consult for businesses in problem solving. Today, in my video, I'm going to talk more on how one can become a data scientist. My previous video looked at what data science is, what data is, what databases are, as well as debunking some myths in data science. So at least getting that foundation of what data science is. Now, we are going to find out how you can become a data scientist. And I'm going to show you some 3 effective ways of becoming a data scientist. So let's go over to my board where I teach you what you need to become a data scientist. Thank you. Okay, so to become a data scientist, there are actually 3 effective ways that I believe that one has to go through to actually become a data scientist. One is attitude. You need the right attitude to actually become a data scientist. Most jobs also require that. Attitude is very important. But the question is, what kind of attitude do you need to become a data scientist? I would say A is self-learning. You need to have that discipline to self-learn. You cannot be taught all that you need to know with data science in a classroom. You will definitely have to self-learn yourself most of the things that you will be solving. Because the truth is, the problems keep evolving. So how can you actually be in a classroom like probably 4 years to be taught all problem solving skills? No. As you actually go into the field, you understand that there are problems that you probably never have met, and you need to actually self-learn. Even the tools that you use, whatever tools that you might have been taught a year ago, may not be the same tool a year after. So you need to self-learn. For instance, when Power BI started in 2015, till date, they've done several iterations of the software, and you need to actually self-learn and keep updated month on month. So self-learning is a requisite attitude to actually survive as a data scientist. B is patience. And mind you, you would need it. Patience actually is required because you are going to get frustrated sometimes. That's the truth. That's the reality. You are going to go through painstaking codes and realize that probably you actually missed just a comma, and that is why your code may not be functioning. Or probably an analysis that you did for a client, which you thought you had understood it in a certain way. The client comes and tells you that, no, I said B and C, but you did A. Perhaps even they might have said A, but however they said they meant B and C. So you need to be patient, because it can take days, months in some cases to actually crack a case, as we call it. So because it's problem solving, you need the required patience. So my dear, you need actually to seek patience in actually to become a data scientist. The second item, so this is one. The second item is that get a mentor. I'm sure the reason why a lot of you asked the question of how do I become a data scientist was because of that. So you need a mentor. The mentor actually guides you like a shepherd. Psalm 23 talks about, he maketh me lie down and leads me beside the still waters. Actually, what a mentor does is to actually lead you in the particular area that you might have to go. Because it is a broad area. Like I said, academia is here to actually define what actually data science entails. It's becoming broader and broader. So you need somebody that will lead you throughout your journey and cut short a lot of things that you have wasted, a lot of mistakes that you have done in the domain. So you need a mentor who has already been in the field or actually working in the field to actually guide you, so as you would actually use lesser time and lesser energy in arriving as a data scientist. The third thing that you actually also need is to actually get an internship. An internship is very relevant to your journey as a data scientist. Data science is all about practical experience. So if you call yourself or you want to be a good data scientist, you need that internship. go to that company and tell them you just want to have some 3 months, or you could even be working. You can actually ask your organization that you want to actually intern at the data science department, or the department that actually run analytics on the company. You can ideally also go to see one particular person, probably in the, so you would have to actually intern at either a department or an organization, so as you can get practical experience. You can go to that local shop and tell the entrepreneur or the owner and tell the person that, please, if you have your data, I would like to run it and actually show you some insight. Could be a friend of a family or somebody you may know who has a company who is running numbers, and you can actually use that as practice, because it's important that you practice, because practice makes perfect. That is true for data science also. So as you actually intend or carry out some practical problem solving cases, what you get is that you are building your portfolio as a data scientist. So it's very critical, and actually your mentor can help you with the internship. That's why it's very important to also get a mentor. But without probably an internship, what you can do is to actually subscribe. It's all part of interning and getting practical experience. Subscribe to Kalo, and it's a web platform where companies actually drop their data, real problems that companies are actually having, and gives it to people to actually solve, so as they can learn data science or they can solve the problem for the company. So you can join Kalo and actually gain some experience over there. So these three are very important: attitude, get a mentor, get an internship, and you're on your way to become a very successful data scientist. And I must say that these are not in itself foolproof. There may be other, but I believe that these three ways are effective in making you a data scientist. Thank you very much, and subscribe to our channel.